Hope you're doing good. Micah back with another video. Back here to talk about the Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus. Yes, it feels like it's been a little bit since I've actually been able to talk about this mighty beast here. This 6.7-inch glorious piece of slab metal and glass that is the Galaxy S24 Plus. I'm late to the party, of course. I wanted to cover this, what was it, last week, a week and a half ago, about the August update dropping for the Galaxy S24 devices as a whole. And let me know down in the comment section below if you guys have received the update. I know that it came in relatively, large, mid, I would say mid, right? So if I go and find my screenshots here and I look for the update, should be this. This is the August update. Yes, it is. And as you see, came in around 455 megabytes, ends in AXFJ. And as you guys can see by the details, it's really just about security. Now, I have a few thoughts about that overall, but I would say that the performance of this has been pretty good, pretty solid. I would even say battery life has been pretty good for the most part. I actually have a solution to battery life on the go, or whether or not you're around the house, if you're in the office or at work. I have a solution for you guys. Shout out to Aukey for this battery bank. Shout out to Aukey for sending out a power bank, juicifying phones and tablets and laptops and all that. This is a great device to also use specifically for a smartphone. Why? Because a lot of smartphones are moving to USB-C. And so Aukey Sprint 20,000 milliamp 65 watt power delivery 3.0 power bank will accomplish all of that. And as you guys can see, it supports fast in and output, meaning you can charge this back up really fast. You have a smart digital display right there, which will show you guys once we unbox it. Small current charging, meaning you can charge AirPods and watches with this by plugging their chargers into this to then be capable of charging those devices. And you can charge 3 devices at one time. 2-year warranty. And on the back, here specifically is where you get your specifications for what's available for each USB-C or charging port. So the USB-C 1 is an in and out port. You would use that to actually charge the bank, and the max in and output for the USB-C 1 on here is 65 watts, and then USB-C 2, the max is 30 watts, and the USB-C 3 is 18 watts. And since with the Galaxy S24 Plus being able to be charged at up to 45 watts, this will work regardless of what port I pretty much use. Mainly USB-C 1, and if I multi-port USB-C 1. And so in here you get a charging cable right here, and this is a USB-C to C. And then you also have your booklet that no one really cares for. And then you have this nice packaging. You get this green inlay in here, which is very, very nice. And then you get your power bank right here, which again is very, very nice. Look at Aukey stepping it up. This is all GaN technology. Just like the 100 watt charger I showed you guys in my macOS 15.1 video, that's mainly for like laptops, but you can of course charge your smartphones with it. This 65 watt is also GaN technology, which is why they can pack 20,000 milliamps into this smaller package here. Your smart digital display right there on the front, and if I press the button, you'll see there's 83% charge left on this. So this is what they came boxed with. You have your out. This is around 18 watts, 30 watts, 65 watts. This is what it is. Links will be down in the description box for you guys to get your own, and hopefully you guys will enjoy your 20,000 milliamp hour power bank for your devices. Now, in terms of the update as itself, what is something that I've actually appreciated about this update? Well, it's the fact that Samsung knew they had to address some issues when it came to the actual security of the device. So we come down here to About Phone, and then after clicking on About Phone, we come here to Software Information, and then after we click on Software Information, we look for the security of the device, and it's down here, Android security level. And once you click on that, it's going to take you to the Android security bulletin. And then once you click on read, it's going to bring you to the manufacturers. In this case, we're clicking on Samsung. And then once it opens up the page, we see August is highlighted. We have your acknowledgments there. And in terms of the August updates, we see we have one critical, then we have like 13 highs, no moderates. We have one that was already included in the previous updates and not applicable are at least two of these criticals. And then we have that as a high right there, which gets explained. And you have a Samsung specific security patch that they had to address with this update. Now, what's nice is that these fixes prevent attackers from accessing protected data, sensitive information from a Galaxy Watch. And so, if you guys already know, they dropped the new watch, the Galaxy Watch Ultra, as well as the Galaxy Watch 7. And no doubt this probably also helped with those two watches since they were brand new. They probably need to do some additional addressing in terms of some security patching so the new watches are also secured when connected to our Galaxy devices. And so I did want to bring these updates to you guys real quick because we know how important it is to make sure our devices are safe to use and away from prying individuals. And so that's what these software updates are able to do. Now, in terms of performance, I've only noticed that it has improved. I noticed that it continues to feel more and more smooth. It feels more connected to one another, more synergized, even when it comes to being in settings. And if we check battery real quick, just on my device alone, you guys see I usually get about 2 days and 16 hours, so 2.5 days on one full charge. Right now, I'm sitting at 11 hours and 35 minutes left on 18%. Isn't that pretty interesting that I can almost get that on this? Now, if I start using this heavily, that's going to get cut in half, and it's probably going to last closer to about 4 or 5 hours. But the point is I can get about 2 days of battery life on this, and that has not sacrificed with each of these updates. If anything, it has improved for me. And I've been using my phone more and more now, especially in the car. I take it with me as kind of like my media player. I use Android Auto or CarPlay, but I've been bringing my Galaxy S24 Plus with me a whole lot more. And that's just because these updates have been continually refining the experience using the Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus. I know the foldables and the flips just dropped, and I definitely would love to get my hands on those. It's just a bit out of the price range right now, but I'm still trying to work on the background to see what I can get done for us here, because we know we got a lot of Samsung nights. We know we got a lot of Samsung support on this channel, so I'm trying my best to get that to the channel. Now, in terms of other app updates, if we actually jump back into the gallery here, where's me gallery? If you come back into the gallery and hit screenshots, you see there's a plethora of updates that have dropped over the course of July and August that I hadn't had a chance to actually talk about. And so the first one has to do with Samsung Health. This got updated a few times, really. But as we see, they continue to refine the experience of Samsung Health here. So if you guys want to read that, you can. But Samsung Health has a lot of new features in regards to the Galaxy Ring, in regards to the Galaxy Watch 7 and Galaxy Watch Ultra, and not to mention the fact that those features are going to be available on our phones to be able to record those data points. And so the health app needs to be robust, and I'm glad that they take the time to actually bring those updates on a timely basis. So after we talked about that, we can move on to here, Samsung Cloud, Samsung Notes, and well, Zoom is in a Samsung-based app, but we know that the Samsung Cloud, again, with new devices, mean that it has to be ready to take that information and back up and restore to those new devices, such as, again, the Galaxy Watch 7 and Ultra, the Galaxy Ring, the Flip 6, and the Fold 6. And you could maybe argue the Samsung Galaxy Buds 3 Pro, but I don't think you have to really back up and restore any data from those. But just know that the cloud had to be addressed to make sure that that's a refined experience with our data, and especially when it comes to security and encryption. Samsung Notes gets updated to probably refine the AI experience that we have there, the generative AI, to really repopulate our notes that we use within Samsung Notes. So good to see Apple bringing in updates there. We know we had a Google Play system update that brought us up to July. So this should be still live. I haven't checked recently, but and you see it's around 72 megabytes because it was a decent size and addressed a lot of Google Play services issues, making sure that that's a refined experience when it comes to our devices as a whole. So upon deleting that, if I actually come back over here to settings, I shouldn't have to worry about that, but we're gonna check anyway. If we check here and we click on Google Play System Update, we're gonna see if there's any. So yes, we're completely caught up as of right now. They always send out little small updates, which addresses probably little certain areas when it comes to Google Play as a whole. So sometimes it's a 1 megabyte update, a 3 megabyte update, an 8 megabyte update. When you see it larger, like past 16, to 20 megabytes and up, that's when you probably have the new monthly Google Play System update. Back to Samsung apps, we see Multi-Star was updated. And as you see, it was getting ready, optimized for One UI 6.1.1 support. App icon badge supported. Other bug fixes and feature improvements. We know One UI 6.1.1 should be coming soon. That's probably why a lot of these monthly updates have been very small, very security focused, because One UI 6.1.1 is right around the corner, which will bring more features, a lot more AI features, and really improvements to the current AI features as well. So that's what we're waiting on when it comes to One UI 6.1.1. Now, if we move on, we see that the Samsung Internet Browser supports screenshots in secret mode, fixed bugs, and improved stability. Samsung Visit In was also updated, customization service. Samsung Health Monitor, EKG or ECG only feature was improved on that. And of course, you want that to be improved because if you're trying to monitor and make sure your heart's in good condition, you want to make sure that that app, that feature is working very, very well on your watch and that it can record the data as well. Now, I don't know why there we go. I don't know why I'm still in night mode on my watch. You see how some things still need to be refined, but as you see, Samsung has been staying on top of it when it comes to their apps. Registar. Let's see. Auto update isn't. Anyway, voice recording, operation error improvement, app function stabilization patch applied, and then in terms of flips and folds, exclusive actions executable on off-screen added sound time notification, vibration time notification, fixed mute or unmute all volumes not working. So that must have been the sound feature that needed to be addressed. But as you see, Registar getting addressed because of the new flip and foldables that dropped a little bit later after that update. And then I'd like to bring this to you guys because as a whole, we know the AI Gemini is on the Galaxy S24 Plus. If you guys are paying attention to the Google event, you guys would have saw that they used the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, maybe the S24 Plus too, to demonstrate the Gemini Nano capabilities. And I think it was, if not just Nano, Google Gemini as a whole to show how sophisticated it has gotten. And I would maybe like to try to use some of that. We'll see as those updates continue to apply and come through. Because I don't know if those updates are already available or will be coming available later this year. But just know the AI Sound Core continues to get updated. And then, of course, we have the July update, which we did talk about. Then you have your gaming hub that got updated, making sure it's improved. It can handle the frame rates. It can handle blocking out notifications while gaming. You have Samsung highlights that got updated. If you guys don't remember, I did a video on this. It's about the lock screen and the fact that you can have videos playing on your lock screen now. So make sure you guys check that out if you guys haven't already. You also have Samsung Smart Switch Mobile that continues to get updated. Why? Well, this was, again, probably before the foldables dropped. This was July 19th. So probably just after they had showed and dropped. But as you guys can see, this needs to be updated and be ready to be able to handle the switching of and transferring of information, the transmission of information from old foldables and flips and Samsung Galaxy devices to the new Galaxy Flip and Watch devices from Samsung. The Battery Guardian got updated, supports One UI 6 in general. The ECG feature got updated again with the Samsung Health Monitor, and Good Guardians also got updated to be able to support One UI 6. So again, we see updates continually come through for Samsung apps. You see here a bunch of languages. They stay updating languages in the background for the generative AI when it comes to translations, when it comes to transcription, and in general on the device, if language needs to be handled in any type of way, Samsung usually stays pretty on top of keeping that updated for us. Let's see, you had Sound Assistant get updated. As you see here, change the name of the equalizer, apply stabilization codes. We've had a few of those applied, so sound constantly needs to be stabilized, and Samsung stays on it by keeping that updated for our devices there. Then you have Smart Things framework getting updated and make sure that this is also in tune with the new devices, no doubt. Then you have the language packs getting updated again here. Then this is the 8.5 size Google Play System update that didn't bring the July update. I don't think it didn't come until a little bit later. Sound Assistant got updated again. Deleted reverse stereo function for Fold 6 Flip 6. Interesting that they exclusivize it to them. It says due to changes in system sound processing methods, stable functionality cannot be guaranteed. So that's why they got rid of it. So they answered my question right there. And of course, supports One UI 6.1.1, added the Buds 3 icon, and then the equalizer preset for 6.1.1 reflected, and then apply stabilization code. So Sound Assistant, I like the fact that they really pay attention to this app, because this app really does work. And once you have it tuned, you really don't have to touch it anymore. And that's kind of one of the things I like about some of these background apps, especially through Good Lock, is that once you have it set, it's out of sight, out of mind. Everything's working as should. And this is the July Google Play System update that I was talking about 28 megabytes. That's how you know that's the monthly update once it's much larger. Samsung Cloud continues to get improved. And then you have the gaming hub that gets improved again. And then you have your voice recorder with bug fixes and Samsung Health again getting updated and addressing the ages or the AGES index. Now it's turned into a lab feature. I didn't notice that. But this feature probably continues to needs tweaking, because I've heard a lot of people say that it just doesn't really feel accurate or representative of their metrics. And so hopefully this continues to improve, because you would like to have some level of degree of truth and trust when it comes to certain features that you're promoting for your devices. And so if you're going to promote this age feature, it definitely needs to be working well and collecting the right type of metric data in order to give us some kind of feedback to be able to work off of. And then it supports the ability to share and retrieve health information. So again, Samsung Health getting worked on there. The Samsung account gets more robust with an update. Theme park gets updated, as you see, modified to allow only wallpaper changes without theme initialization. That's key. Improvement of keyboard layout or keycap errors. And then, what does that say? Fixation of blank page appearing in more wallpaper. And then app stability and other error improvements. And before, you see code updated to support One UI 6.1.1, bug fix for app icons, transparency issue. So it's good to see that theme park gets addressed here, because I think like mine kind of got stuck in this black and red. I never went to go tweak it anymore because I ended up liking it. But I did like kind of like the transparency look of my notification panel, so I might jump back in theme park to address that for myself. And then this is the August update that we just talked about. More language packs, just a couple more that got addressed. And then we have these here in terms of battery. I think this was on from my Galaxy Watch Ultra, showing the type of battery life that I can achieve on here. You see, most of my battery life is from always on display, but you see, even with that 3 days, 2 hours, and really it was really closer to 3 days, 10 hours, but I have been using it for a few hours. That's my Galaxy Watch Ultra right there. And then we also have Samsung Find that gets updated to again include and secure the new devices that Samsung dropped. And then you have Shop Samsung that stays getting updated with, discounts and coupon codes and of course the devices, and just making sure it's a pleasurable experience using the app to purchase Samsung products, no different than the Apple Store. And if we delete that, and that's the last of the screenshots that I had to show you guys the amount of apps that got addressed by Samsung throughout July and August as of today, which is what, August 15th, August 16th. So let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about the Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus, and or your Samsung Galaxy device in general. Or have you been enjoying it? Do you like it? Have you been paying attention to all of these updates? And this is just the Samsung Galaxy Store. This isn't the Play Store updates that updates everything, where there's a few Samsung apps over there, but largely it's a lot of Google-based apps and third-party apps. I usually don't address those. I really just address the core Samsung app experience for Samsung's devices. So let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about that. But again, as always, you guys haven't already, make sure you guys ignite the like button, subscribe, channel, on notification. That's all free. That way it's a video, so you and I can sit back, check, see what's cracking. Don't forget to hit that super things button down there, but a like and dislike button, Cash App and PayPal, and check the channel out for all the videos available to you. That's the way to keep tech fresh and alive on this channel. It's your man Micah signing out. Until the next video. Wait for it.